Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a quick look at the ASUS Chromebook Flip. This was kind of an impulse buy for me, and it was on sale, and it was just something I couldn't pass up, and I wanted to make sure that I got this video out quickly so you could take advantage of the same great price that I got this for, $199 with free shipping from Best Buy. The link is in the description box below. That's one good thing. The next good thing is this is a really nice Chromebook, and it has a couple of tricks up its sleeve, like, okay, regular Chromebook, nothing special there. Check this out. Look, still going, still going, still going. So you could sort of tent this, you know, sit it on a table like the kitchen counter and do your recipes or things like that. You could also sit it down like that if you want, and you could keep on going, and now it's in tablet mode. And when it's in tablet mode, you're thinking, oh, those keys don't do anything. They deactivate, you know, once you start opening it. But $199, and you're getting basically the first Chromebook with a touchscreen that's a convertible like this. Now, there's another really nice thing about this Chromebook. It's aluminum. This is not plastic. This is aluminum. It's like really, really nice build quality. Pretty light too. It's only 2 pounds, but just a hair under 2 pounds. But I had unboxed this yesterday, early yesterday, or day before yesterday. Yeah, the day before yesterday. And as you can see right here, you know, just normal unboxing. Nothing really special, brown box. And what I'm going to do is bring you back here now. There we go. And what I wanted to do is just go around and show you what this thing has, and then we'll go ahead and dive down and look at a couple of details. But right here you have your power button, where right there you have your volume rocker button. I don't know why they have that there, but I guess it's when it's in tablet mode, because you do have the volume keys here, but I guess that makes sense when you're in tablet mode. You can see there's a power light right there, and next to that power light is a battery charging light. Kind of hard to see because of focus. You have a power plug right there, and what's kind of disappointing is it doesn't use a micro USB. It's a proprietary, but you can put it in either way, so you don't have to try to figure out which way to stick it in there. Okay. You have a little HDMI output. I think the max is 1080p out of there. You're not going to get 4K out of there. You got 2 USB 2 guys right there, and next to that you have that little micro SD card, which I already have a 32 gig in there, and you have a headphone / microphone jack plug right there. Nothing in the back, just that hinge that allows you to bring it all around there, and just really, really nice. Now, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this video because this is a unscheduled video. As I said, I just want to make sure I get this out so you can take advantage of the deal if you are looking for a Chromebook. Now, like I said, this has aluminum body. Now, the screen here is a glossy touchscreen. Let's go ahead and just bring up Ben's Bargains. I told you about that website. You could see touchscreen, and you could easily scroll up and down. Now, as with most touchscreens, it is glossy. However, this is IPS. IPS stands for in-plane switching. What that gives you is better color and better viewing angles. And the other thing that it does is when you touch it, you don't get that weird lightening or trailing when you touch the screen with IPSs, so you don't get any of that weird stuff. I don't want to get into the details because it'll end up a longer video that I want to make here. Now, the screen is 10.1 inches, so this is a kind of a small guy here, and because of the screen being that small, the key the keyboard is about 85-90% of a full-size keyboard. However, the keys themselves are pretty much full-size. What they did was they sort of reduced the spacing in between. So just to show you how that looks compared to a regular keyboard, I'll let you just sort of see right there. Let me see if I can line up the edges on that one side there so you can sort of see. So it does take a little bit of getting used to when typing, but you know, if someone has small hands, they probably won't have an issue, but if they do have very large hands, it might take a little longer to get used to this. But I have not had a lot of problems, but this is not really meant to be your primary computer, but you're going to sit there and do some serious word processing. As far as specifications are concerned, this is a Rockchip quad-core RK3288C processor. It's an ARM processor. It's not a speed demon by any means. Just to show you a comparison, I do have my older Samsung Chromebook, which I really like. It's an Intel-based processor, and it is the XE500C. And what I've done is I've primed, ready to go, a benchmark. Some of you might have heard of the Octane benchmark, and what we'll do is go ahead and kick it off on both of these just so you can see a comparison. Now this Samsung guy is about a year old, and we'll go ahead and bring up our new ASUS Flip here, and we could go ahead and sort of see, where are you? There we go. I want to make sure you're sort of in view here. I don't care about me. But I'm going to go ahead and just start these guys off. I'm going to hit them at the same time, but it really doesn't matter. What we're looking for is the numbers, and you can sort of see how it performs against a Intel style Chromebook. So as this is going on, I could go ahead and continue down some of these things. Chipset's the integrated Rockchip. Again, Rockchip CPU memory. This comes with 2 gigs, the one that's on sale right now for $199. However, they do have a 4 gig of memory version, but of course that's going to cost more, and that's really not out there at a bargain price right now. So it's going to cost you a lot more. And by the way, if you open this up thinking that you can put memory in it, you can't, because it's soldered in there. Your graphics is also integrated into that Rockchip. It's the Mali T764. Storage is eMMC. It's not super fast solid state memory, but it is eMMC 16 gigs solid state. Now, as you saw there is a micro SD card reader in there. This also has a camera right there. I haven't tested it too much, so I don't want to speak to it, but it is listed here as a HD webcam. Networking is given to you via a integrated 802.11 wireless A, B, G, N, and AC. Also has built-in Bluetooth version 4. And we already went over all the connections all around. Audio is given to you via speakers on the bottom. This is kind of a little bit of a disappointment. These are bottom firing speakers. They do sound pretty good, however, they're firing into the surface, or if you're in tablet mode, they end up sort of inside where the two pieces meet. Your speakers end up in there, so not the best place to put speakers, if you ask me. Now, whoops, I must have moved this guy here somehow. Let me go ahead and move this back over. Alright, so we could see the octane reading here, and you can see that the older Intel one got 8,779, where this new ASUS guy here is 7,426. So it's a little bit slower, about an eighth or 10, I don't know. You do the math, so it is a little bit slower, not a speed demon. But again, you're not going to be playing the first-person shooter games on these guys. They're not really meant for that. Oh, another great thing about this guy, I used it all day today, and I used it on battery, and it does live up to the 9 hours of runtime you get with this. So it did very, very well. So I think I've gone over all the cons, except for one. While using this, I noticed, you know, with all bargain basement machines like this, trackpads are very, very hit and miss. And actually moving around and the two-finger scroll and everything work really, really good for me. However, one thing that I found that's a little bit irritating, and I had to sort of learn the way this particular trackpad likes to be treated, is when you do a tap to click, because I don't like to click down on the trackpad, I just like to tap the trackpad to get my click. You got to do it a little bit harder, a little more deliberate than, let's say, on my Samsung here. So it took a little getting used to. I don't know if that's just my machine or if that's going to be all of them. Again, with machines in this price range, trackpads, in my experience, have been very, very hit and miss. It is by no means a bad trackpad. It actually is pretty good compared to most in this price range. It is a little bit small, but again, this whole unit is a little bit small, so you're not going to want to sit down and write a novel on this. Now, I did test this with video. I went ahead and brought up my channel here. I'm going to go ahead and start a YouTube video.
Here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Anokin Coolfire 4.
What I want to do is go ahead and go full screen. So let's go ahead and go full screen here, just so you can see that. I'll go ahead and hit play again.
Anokin sent me this kit for review. This is the kit that comes with the I-Sub-G tank along with the mod.
Okay, so you can see that works very, very well. It's very smooth. I didn't notice any glitches or anything like that. Now, remember I told you it brings up a virtual keyboard when it's in this kind of mode or in tablet mode. So if I hit someplace that requires an input, the keyboard sort of comes up. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here just a little bit so you can see it. Comes up, and you can go ahead just like you would on a tablet, just go ahead and type things in. Now, supposedly this thing also has some sort of handwriting recognition mode. Okay, besides the virtual keyboard, you can hit these like three little dots to the left of this virtual space bar, and you can choose like a pen here. You also got emojis there, but I'm going to go ahead and hit the pen, and your input will be sent to Google servers to recognize text. So this functionality does require you to be online to work, but you could go ahead and just handwrite something right here. So I could go this. Okay. And I guess I got to hit enter. Enter, enter, enter. Bueller. Oh, I see. It started putting that up here, so I could choose this right there. Let me see. Then I'll do is. And then it puts all of them up here. I don't know if hitting something sort of makes it go faster, or you got to select something already. I don't know. Alright, so it does have some sort of handwriting thing. I'm going to go back to keyboard mode. Also, I told you that you have emojis. There they are. You have all these emojis right there. And it looks like you have all kinds of neat stuff there. Pretty cool. So lots of things to play with, and Chrome OS basically just keeps on upgrading and adding features and things like that. It's there's always something new coming out in every build, which is pretty cool. So there we go. Oh, check this out. I didn't show you this. You can also put this in landscape mode. I'll go ahead and just set it there. So again, you could use it like a portrait-based tablet. So in this kind of mode, it's pretty good for, let's say, reading stuff. Like I'm going to go ahead and bring up, let's say, Feedly. You can just sort of scroll through different things. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through all my content. Trying not to get the glare here, but again, pretty nice. Now when you're in this tablet mode, it does put this icon sort of off in the corner here somewhere. I keep on flipping this. If you notice, it does have an accelerometer in there, but here we go. It does have this little like multitask button or multifunction button here. It puts in the lower right hand corner, so it makes it easy for you to switch between apps. So like, let's say if I were to open up another app just like that, and I can hit this button and easily switch between the two apps. Like I'll go ahead and go back to Feedly. So very easy to just sort of move back and forth between apps when you're in tablet mode. And then when you go ahead and put it back into computer mode, it sort of, you know, becomes a laptop again, and it gets rid of that little multitask button that's right here, and it just goes back to a normal Chromebook type of mode. So yes, I understand that my lighting is terrible, glare, things I didn't show you too well, but again, I wanted to expedite getting this video out. And by the way, there are an awful lot of YouTube videos already out there on the ASUS Chromebook Flip. This is model number C100P, which you can see in the title. Again, there's the back. Again, there's the speakers. Down here, they're sort of bottom firing right there. And you have some nice rubber feet. There's even a little tear down that you could probably find, so you can see what it looks like. But again, you can't do anything once you get it open because everything is soldered. So that's the one disappointment. It would have been nice to just take all these screws out and slip in our own inexpensive RAM and give it a little bit of a boost. But you know what? $199. You really can't go wrong with this. The build quality is impeccable. I love the aluminum all around this whole thing. It's almost Mac-like, and it's pretty smooth. You know, opening and closing comes on very quickly. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to go ahead and do before we wrap things up is shut down and then bring it up so you can sort of see how fast it comes up, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. So I've already turned it off, and I'm going to go ahead and just close this book because I think when you open it up it just automatically turns on. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll see if it turns on. So you can sort of see how fast that comes right up, and that's my logon screen with my ugly mug right there. It also, you could set up multiple people in this too, so you'll have, you know, different people that you could just select, and then you put in your password and come in. And also there's a feature that these Chromebooks have now that when your cell phone, if you're in the Google world, if you come close to this with your cell phone, you don't have to put in a password to log in. It just knows you're there, which is pretty damn cool if you just don't like passwords. And passwords are the most insecure way to log on to a machine. So that's actually better because it is you, unless someone steals your cell phone, of course. So I really like my Chromebook that I got for $199 from ASUS. If you are looking for a Chromebook, you definitely want to check it out. It is on the end cap with I think 2 other Chromebooks at Best Buy. So go there, play with it, see if it's something you like. Again, this is laptops and computers are very subjective. I don't know what your needs are. I don't know how big your hands are and how well you type and what your what you're going to be using it for or gifting it or whatever. So, but I can tell you this right now: it's $50 less than what it should be. And Christmas is just a couple days away, and I'm letting you see this really quick so it gives you one other option for your last minute shopping. So again, the link is provided in the description box below. Click on it, get it, or just run over to your Best Buy before they're sold out. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And if you do enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy making them, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, put something in the comments, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Okay, take care. Bye.